0-0-2.
Quick out. Little hand battle there. It's nice to see Andre and Dylan just play free. They've been playing so well together and dropping in the semifinals, but this is a really good team. I love watching these two.
Yeah, they're bringing a ton of energy this weekend. They had a really tough battle last night in the semifinals against Ben Johns and Gabe Tardif.
0-0-2.
I think they're going to be ready to play today.
Good look from Pablo Tellez as he jumps for that Ernie. Side out. He does a really good job at anticipating that shot, and he shuts down that sideline, so there's no option to go there.
Point.
I'm also thinking that these players are extremely happy that there's
1-0-1.
no wind. You know what I mean? Like they could just play.
Yeah, for sure. The wind has been such a factor this weekend. It makes it, I can imagine, it makes it very hard to focus on your typical shot because nothing is typical.
Point.
Dylan Frazier looking for the combo. I like that, going high to the backhand of Hayden Patriquin. It sets himself up. This next one needs to go down
2-0-1
on that combo. Nice take from Daescu.
Ball off of Hayden's paddle cut.
2-0-2.
Pablo.
Side out.
A lot of high shots right now at the shoulders. I think a lot of these players are anticipating shots to come into their midsection.
Second serve. Zero, 2-2.
Oh, right down the middle for Hayden Patriquin. That's so beautiful. He looked like he was just going to dink a normal shot, and the deception there is what really
2-0-1.
got the execution.
Point.
A good idea to pull that from Dylan, but again, just a little bit too long. A
3-0-1.
little too much on it.
Second serve.
I like that look from Patriquin as well. And I like that all players right now are kind of testing each other out early in the game. Right now is the time to do that, to kind of check and see how their opponents are feeling today and how they're reacting.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's also good to see and anticipate what they're going to try to do, you know, later on in the game. So all good looks right now.
0-3-1. Second serve.
Nice take from Tellez, putting that ball down.
Zero, 3-2. Point.
Really nice setup there from Daescu, giving Frazier the opportunity to put that ball away.
1-3-2. Side out.
A little miscommunication here in the middle between Daescu and Frazier, but it'll clean up real fast.
3-1-1.
Yeah, Hayden does not wait around on those dinks. Once he gets the opportunity, he is going to pull a trigger on the backhand side.
4-1-1. Point.
If Daescu and Frazier don't want to see that, they're probably going to want to dink a little bit more to the middle.
5-1-1.
Make the move out of position so he doesn't get his favorable shot. Oh. There was another good look at that from Patriquin.
5-1-2. Side out.
Yeah. And then those shallow dinks are going to be important for Daescu, so that also Patriquin doesn't get
1-5-1.
that flick that he wants and that he's looking for at the kitchen line.
Point.
That time Frazier is anticipating. He knows it's coming, so he sets up early for the counter and the put away.
Yeah, he was sitting on that.
2-5-1. Second serve.
Little discussion. You always wonder what they're saying to each other.
2-5-2.
I know.
Frazier and Daescu. Wonder what they're saying on that third.
We got to get
Side
that
out.
mic'd up one of these days.
Fun fact, MLP Season 1, all players
5-2-1.
were mic'd up.
Oh, that's fun. I remember that, actually.
Point.
Couple uncharacteristic misses from Daescu early in this game. You know, a third missed drive, you know, a missed volley. Makes you wonder.
6-2-1. Second serve.
But always staying positive. You always see Daescu staying very
6-2-2.
positive on the court.
Side out.
That's a nice dink in the middle there.
I was going to say, too, I think Daescu staying so positive for himself, but also being such a good partner and teammate to whoever he's playing with,
2-6-1.
and really drawing a lot of energy and enthusiasm
Second
out of his
serve.
partners as well. We certainly saw that yesterday with Dylan. He was showing, I think, more emotion than normal on the court,
2-6-2.
which is fun to see.
Side out.
So Daescu and Frazier are struggling right now with the third shots. Can't make a drive, can't make a drop.
6-2-1.
Therefore, quick side out.
Point.
And a missed return, a timeout.
Timeout receivers,
Yeah, they definitely
7-2-1.
needed that. They need to regroup here because it's kind of slipping away with the 4-point, you know, deficit.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I've got quick hands.
I'm Deckel Bar, and I like to hit hard.
I'm Anna Bright, and I like to speed it up.
I'm Colin Johns, and I have fast reflexes.
You might want these.
You know what? You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these. Actually, no, these are mine. Go get your own.
Dylan Frazier going aggressive to the middle. I like the play. Little confusion with 2 forehand hands in the middle from Tellez and Patriquin.
7-2-2.
Nice take from Daescu. He is lurking at the kitchen line, and let's see if these boys could make a third shot. Try to get to the line and do some damage here. Off balance and able to put that ball down, Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, good timeout for Frazier and Daescu. 2 holds and now up to 3.
That's some great aggressive dinking up at the kitchen line. It is so hard to slow a ball down nowadays.
3-7-2.
Frazier attacking across. It's a good look.
Why is that, Michelle? As far as you mentioned, tough to slow a ball down these days.
Yeah, it's tough to, I mean, you know, these aggressive dinks. How do you slow down a dink when they're coming at you with a bunch of spin, you know, and a bunch of velocity? Look at that from Patriquin. Oh, Daescu had the look that he wanted, but that ball just comes right over his head at the last second. A lucky miss hit.
4-2.
Not a good speed up from Tellez. A little unlucky there too as it hits net, but Andre Daescu has such quick hands.
Yeah, so another hold for Frazier and Daescu. They're within 3.
Now Daescu looking for the opportunity to attack. Looks like right now they're targeting middle and Tellez. Early on in this game, Patriquin was just on every shot.
Oh, nice Ernie from Pablo. Daescu read it, but just sent that ball a little bit too long.
Daescu's, it seems like he's calibrating still this morning. Nice take from Tellez. That's very smooth out in front. I like that he holds his paddle. He doesn't take a backswing, so you don't know where, you know, the vase is going to go, and nice execution there. Yeah, and that's a spot they want to try to get away from, but every so often you want to check to see if it's still working.
Looks like we've got another timeout on the side of Frazier and Daescu.
Second serve.
There's one stop after the timeout. That's good. That's what Daescu and Frazier need to take this bronze. Slow things down against these two.
Side out.
Even that short return, you know, just slow it down. That's what I'm saying. It's
4-9-1.
so hard to do that when your players are so aggressive.
Point.
Frazier takes that again, cross court. Pablo Tellez has to anticipate that that's coming.
5-9-1. Second serve.
A lot of freebies. A lot of freebies, Carolyn.
2.
Yeah, these missed thirds today are plaguing both teams.
Tellez is there in the middle, but pops it up. Frazier able to counter again.
6-9-2.
Feel a little run coming from Daescu and Frazier.
Yep, that returns long. Within
Timeout
2,
receiver,
so
7-9-2.
Patriquin and Tellez will take a timeout to try to stop their momentum.
Yeah, so clean
No
and
free
do
challenges,
something so that they
no
can
timeout, one free
stay
challenge.
aggressive within the points.
Time in. 7-9-2. Side out.
Nice stop coming out of the timeout. Patriquin certainly aggressive on that point.
9-7-1.
Yeah,
Second serve.
chicken wing backhand makes it work.
Yeah, with a little extra love from the net cord too.
9-7-2.
Little patty cake action. Oh,
Point.
Pablo
Good
Tellez.
clean from Pablo.
Game point.
That was so unexpected. That was great shot. Nice off the bounce
10-7-2.
attack down the line for game point. Ah,
Point game,
beautiful
11-7.
point there. Beautiful. Patriquin staying aggressive with the dings. That's the game plan that they want. They want to, you know, take the opportunity on that backhand of Patriquin, and Pablo Tellez doing. Check this. Habits.
0-0-2.
Quite a crowd assembling here too on grandstand court for this match.
Point.
And we saw a little cross court in the drop. But, you know, Hayden does such a good job
1-0-2.
at squeezing that middle and taking it on that forehand dink. Okay, so why are these players not attacking? It's because now we're in the
2-0-2.
beginning of game 2, and we already got all the feels out in game 1. So now it's just playing a little chess with these dinks.
Point.
Nice hands battle between Tellez and Daescu. Daescu does such a good job
3-0-2.
of getting that ball down.
Yeah,
Side
getting
out.
over the top of your shot and doing that while you're out in front is a thing of beauty.
0-3-1.
Everyone at home working on your volleys, hitting down on that volley is really good. Coming over the top.
Second
And
serve.
a nice beat up from Daescu. Two-hander off the bounce. That's my jam right there. Love that.
0-3-2. Point.
Clean drive from Patriquin.
Called it out.
Oh,
Side
not
out.
clean. That ball was called out.
Side
Smell
out.
a challenge coming.
He called it out. Side out.
Resume play, 3-0.
They were looking at that one for the out.
Yeah, Patrick Quinn asking, okay, so what camera angles are we looking
Time
at
in.
here? I want to know what's going on and
3-0-1.
what am I challenging from what angles? Oh, we're seeing such incredible
serve.
play here. So now we see the attacks into counters, into resets, and then it kind of
3-0-2.
all starts over again into the dink rally. That happened a couple times there in that point.
Side out.
So even though, you know, the challenge was not overturned for Patriquin and Tellez, they did get a
0-3-1.
good timeout, and now this side out. Oh, using his reset in order to defend, and then all of a sudden it becomes offensive with a
1-3-1.
down the middle put away from Patriquin.
Incredible play by
Point.
Patriquin. And a really good serve by Tellez to follow that up.
That's a little 2-point run.
2-3-1.
Interestingly enough, sometimes a bad call or what you think might be a bad call kind of gets you all fired up.
3-3-1.
For some players, it
Second
could
serve.
really, you know, mentally damage you, and for some players, it could just fire you up. So depending on who you are,
3-3-2.
you know, and what you're seeing out there, can really change the game entirely.
Yeah, I think for these
Side
guys
out.
too, who have battled this far through the brackets and stuff, kind of weekend after weekend, they're generally going to be the folks who get
3-3-1.
fired up by a bad call.
Point. Four, 3-1. Second
Nice
serve.
take from Patriquin, the forehand into a backhand. Let's take a look at that again.
4-3-2.
Yeah, he just covers the court so well. He was way in the middle and then managed to
Foot
get
fault.
that outstretched ball.
Point.
Foot fault called on Pablo.
See it again. Yeah, his toe. I don't know if he established.
5-3-2. Side out.
Daescu's looking for opportunities, just not executing right now. They're getting into some good exchanges.
3-5-1. Point.
Big serve from the big man.
4-5-1. Second
Nice
serve.
attack by Frazier from the left there too. He and Daescu opted to not
4-5-2.
unwind the stack and keep Frazier on the left and Daescu on the right there. Looks like they're doing the same
Side out.
now, which I think is smart. They've gotten caught on unwinding a couple times with Patriquin's heavy drive.
5-4-1.
It's okay to not stack. Oh,
Point.
Patriquin just going for it there. Sometimes he just pulls a trigger like that every once in a while, and
6-4-1.
just to check to see if his opponents are awake.
Point. Time in.
Daescu and Frazier
7-4-1.
looking to push this to a game 3.
Point.
That's long from Patriquin.
8-4-1. Second serve.
I feel like Frazier and Patriquin have been going head to head on these exchanges, and Patriquin right
8-4-2.
now is like leading on these exchanges.
Side out.
And yet Frazier still, kind of like gets into the battle with him.
4-8-1. Second
And
serve.
that time he's finally able to get the right shoulder of Patriquin, which is the target you would want on someone when they're heavy on their
4-8-2.
backhand side, waiting to counter or speed up.
Point.
Nice read from Tellez there.
5-8-2. Point.
Little impatient attack right there from Andre Daescu. You can see his movements are as agile as he normally is. Maybe the wind
6-8-2.
and all the drama here from this week has gotten to him here this Sunday.
Point. 8-2.
Oh, Hayden Patriquin
Point.
flying on the diagonal over the kitchen for a beautiful Ernie. I have never seen him jump that high.
8-8-2.
Timeout did not work for Daescu and Frazier. Here's the cross court between Tellez and Frazier. Short-lived. So
Point.
good from Patriquin. See, and that's why maybe they're not opting to go cross court, because Patriquin just comes over
9-8-2.
and manipulates what he wants. Full control.
Point.
Every time Patriquin ahead
Match
from
point.
Frazier. He is winning the battle.
What a run
10-8-2.
from these guys. Oh, that's
Side
a
out.
And on
a-
game point, what a save.
that point, yeah. Wild.
8-10-1.
Big
Point.
move from Daescu with an Ernie there.
Copying Patriquin. Just kidding.
Yeah, inspired by.
Inspired is the word. That's it.
9-10-1.
Daescu feels like he needs to pull the trigger against Tellez before Patriquin pulls the trigger against Frazier.
9-10-2.
So it feels a little pressure. It's just not the right time. Great dig from Frazier. The defense!
Wow,
The
what a
defense
point.
from Frazier, from Daescu. Wow,
What a
incredible. Unfortunate for Patriquin taking a big swing and missing.
10-10-2.
And that ties things up here in game 2.
Oh, and that goes
Point.
long.
Game point.
Okay, a return trickling over the net has led us up to this
11-10-2.
point. With
Yep.
now game point going to Daescu and Frazier.
Point game 12-10.
Incredible comeback from Daescu and Frazier, doing such a good job at staying it. We're in game 3. It's been an exciting matchup so far here on Grandstand
ball,
Court.
game 3,
Pablo
time in.
Tellez on the far
0-0-2.
side, starting out game 3.
Side
Okay,
out.
now Dylan Frazier, he has opportunities. He is going to try and find it and go over
0-0-1.
to Tellez or find the spot on Patriquin. And that's
Second
okay.
serve.
That's okay because they know if Patriquin gets in a dink rally, he's going to control it.
0-0-2.
So they got to give counter moves.
Side out. 0-0-1.
Oh,
Second
I
serve.
like that. Daescu pokes the middle. Patriquin overswings, letting out balls go out.
0-0-2.
Yeah,
That's a pro thing.
it's a good leave from Daescu, but overcooks the return there. Does seem
1-0-2.
like there is, it's not nearly as windy as it's been the last few days, but
Not at all.
there
No.
is a bit of wind, I think, on at the backs of Daescu and Frazier currently, I think.
Look at that little chess match
Side out.
there. And now, did you see Patriquin's a little hesitant on pulling? Did he want to pull there? Or was he just trying to dink? Either way,
0-1-1.
that hesitation, you could see the hesitation causing the error. I want to see
serve.
Patriquin get pumped up again. He was playing so well, and a couple, mishaps there at the end of game 2
0-1-2.
totally just made things go the other way. So I want him to pump it up.
Side
Yeah,
out.
and you can see Tellez like getting pumped up for him, and that's a big thing as a partnership.
1-0-1.
That's what you want. You want to feel your partner's energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Point.
Guys are in this together.
2-0-1.
And a little bit more vocal too from Patriquin Tellez.
Yeah, Patriquin's drives this match have been, I think, one of the key
Second serve.
factors, honestly. He's gotten a lot of points off of that drive.
3-0-2.
Great
Side
serve
out.
from Tellez.
I like that return, though. It was kind of lofty and got Patriquin on his
0-3-1.
back foot, taking away that drive that he loves so much.
Second serve.
Yeah. Frazier knows he has to stay on it.
0-3-2.
But back to
Point.
the action, and Patriquin is there in the middle, but overcooks the forehand.
1-3-2.
Is Daescu going to continue to speed up to that spot?
Wow, great
Point.
punch from Daescu there.
You can see he's moving a lot better here in game 3. He's, you know,
2-3-2.
anticipating much better, and he's on his shots. The speed up,
Point.
and Daescu is there. Patriquin again overcooks the forehand.
3-3-2. Point.
That ball's wide from Patriquin.
So a couple unforced errors here.
4-3-2.
Daescu and Frazier on a run. Wow. A big move from the big man himself. Daescu jumps that line. Is it clean? Is there
He
going
was
to be a
good.
challenge?
He was good on the
Patriquin is
landing.
asking the ref
He
if
was
he
challenged.
was sure he saw that.
He was good.
Yeah, it's
5-3.
both Tellez and Patriquin seem to think that Daescu maybe
5-3-2.
landed on the kitchen on that Ernie, but risky to use a challenge for something like that. So we will play on. Patriquin.
Do you remember that call that like riled him up in game
3-5-1.
2?
Yeah.
Remember? So look what happened there.
Point.
Patriquin
Yeah,
got all
Just
you
a
know,
little bit of
little
fire.
fiery, and all of a sudden he got the side out and a point.
yep.
I see that within Patriquin. He needs that fire.
4-5-1.
ATP,
Point.
and
Nice
it's clean.
ATP.
Yeah. Daescu was there to defend, but he misses long. And now on a
5-5-1.
2-point run, Patriquin is looking to take the bronze.
Second serve.
Good spot from Dylan there.
5-5-2. Side out.
Overcooking it. Tellez misses long.
5-5-1.
Frazier
Second
is
serve.
on it, but misses in the net. Hate to see it. Both teams trying to get to 6
5-5-2.
first for the end change.
Side out.
Frazier looking for the opportunity for that attack that had been working for him really well. I like the look, but misses long.
5-5-1. Second serve.
Nice dings.
Yeah.
Between both Frazier and Patriquin.
5-5-2. Point, timeout.
Big
6-5-2,
move.
change ends. Time
Tellez
in.
to serve.
6-5-2. Point.
Big serve. He went for that one. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Game 3, let's go.
7-5-2. Side out. Yeah. 5-7-1.
Yeah, Daescu's trying to come into that middle, but that first volley just wasn't enough.
5-7-2. Side out.
Big play from Patriquin.
7-5-1.
Frazier
Second serve.
gets out of the way. What a dodge from him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good communication from Daescu.
7-5-2.
The reset.
Side out.
He's been successful at like resetting, like to be offensive and then aggressive on the next shot, but
5-7-1.
Frazier was on it there. Another side out.
Second serve.
Really good aggressive dig from Patriquin.
5-7-2. Point.
It's a good drive. Good pressure. Love to see that
6-7-2.
off-pace drive. ATP and it's defended.
Side out.
I'm going to tell you something. Patriquin is doing such a good job at coming to the middle after every shot that Frazier right now, I think, is being baited to go
7-6-1.
behind him, and Patriquin is there.
Second serve.
But Tellez and Patriquin on the side out, on the service possession, having a tough time even getting up to the line.
7-6-2. Point.
Nice.
The
Read
poach
by
from
Tellez.
Yeah, and we were talking about how Tellez is doing such a good job at making these
8-6-2.
clutch plays at these great times.
Side out.
It's nice to see Tellez here in this bronze medal match. As in Cape Coral, he had a tough tournament. He lost in the first round in both men's and mixed. So it's so
6-8-1.
good to see him rebound in the next tournament, figure some things out, and make a good deep run here at the
Second
Texas
serve.
Open.
Vamos, Reis. Vamos.
6-8-2.
Oh,
Point.
nice drive. Again, they're not hitting the ball super hard. They're just putting in the spots where it's the like worst place possible to try to defend.
7-8-2.
Great pressure on the third. Oof.
Point.
A tough miss dink from Tellez. That puts us at a even spot here in
8-8-2.
game 3. Things are getting exciting.
Point.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
So Daescu calls the ball long.
That's awful. No, but you saw it in. You did it already in the first game. That's awful.
Tellez getting so mad.
You want a challenge or no?
Let's see
Time
if they
in.
remember that and they could do something here.
9-8-2.
Yeah, and maybe this is the fire that Tellez and Patriquin need. That's out.
Side
So
out.
returning over to Frazier and getting the side out. The fire, I think, was there as well. So let's see if
8-9-1.
Patriquin, Tellez could get up to the line. And a big
Point.
drive from Tellez again. These clutch moves from him. He's so steady, but sometimes comes up with the big stuff. And has
9-9-1.
these crazy moments, all tied up.
Point. Match point.
Another big attack.
Timeout receiver,
Patriquin, we've got
10-9-1.
match point on the paddles of Patriquin and Tellez.
So let me tell you something. This match, Carolyn, has been the match of the third drives on, on both ends, on both sides. All players have tremendous third drives, and really to take away those drives, you gotta give them something maybe a little shorter and something that's not bouncing up high. But the problem with that is that there's not a lot of room to do that off of the big serves. So you're seeing these drives, they're so good, but let me tell you, it's set up from the good serves. So can we find something here on the return from Daescu? There's a lot of pressure on him right now. It's match point on a first server.
Yep.
So, pressure is on. Let's see if Patriquin can stay focused. They got away from him on the
15
second game.
seconds.
So
One timeout,
a couple
no free
things here
challenges.
to remember coming
No timeouts,
coming
one free
off of the
challenge.
timeout.
Match point. Time in. 10-9-1.
Little reset from Patriquin. Yeah.
Oh,
Point
the
game,
speed
match
up for
point.
Frazier into the forehand of Patriquin, putting it down, and Tellez, Patriquin take it in